Daniela Padron. I'm in grade 11, so junior, and I go to Divine Savior Academy.
All right, thank you. Awesome. So, all right, taking it back to like the beginning, right? What made you realize that you needed our service?
I felt like I didn't do as good as I thought I could in math, and I really wanted to get the 100% by futures. So I just wanted to focus on math to be able to get it.
And why did you feel that way that you didn't? Because you said you didn't do as well as you thought you were, right?
Yeah, because I felt like I had learned many of the things that I saw on the test. I just didn't remember and I needed to practice them, but I didn't know how to do it alone.
Were you shocked also, maybe because you were considered yourself good at math or not really?
Yeah, like I wasn't shocked at the score. I went in just to see where I was at to see if I needed tutoring. So I was fine with it, but I did want to do better.
And do you consider yourself a strong math student or no?
Yeah, I think so.
Or like so-so?
I think I am
I think you're pretty good.
good.
Okay, cool. And so why do you think you didn't score higher like before tutoring? Like what was getting your way?
I think just things that I had learned a long time ago that I didn't put into practice. So I just forgot the steps and the process of how to get the answers.
All right, so you needed a hardcore refresher.
Yeah.
And let's say you didn't do tutoring and you just stayed where you were at, right? What kind of issues would that have caused you?
I honestly didn't know where to start. At first I thought of like self-tutoring, maybe Khan Academy, but I didn't think I had enough like self-discipline to actually do it. And I didn't know if it would help me enough. So I honestly didn't know where to start or how to improve the score by myself
Or I mean, why did you need to improve your score to begin with?
because I wanted the 100% by futures.
Nice. Okay, that's the main goal. I know your dad was probably it was 100%. Let's go. All right. And then wait, how'd you hear about us?
From a friend, Camila Morana.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Cool. You both did great.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And coming into the course, so she told you about it, whatever. But when she told you, what was your expectation of the virtual group learning environment?
I don't know if I had like an expectation. I didn't know what to expect. I was just a little scared because like on Zoom in COVID, I didn't really think the classes were great, but it exceeded my expectations. Like it was really good.
How do you think it differed? In what way?
I think it was engaging and the pace was good and like all the work that we had like since we had to do all the problems, it wasn't just us looking at a lecture. It made like the focus better.
Got you. And then what about like the group size or like I don't know your tutors? Was there anything about that was different than when in
I
the
think that
pandemic?
the teachers were really good. Maybe the only thing I could think of like improvement was maybe a little bit like sometimes the classes were a bit bigger than other days, and obviously that sometimes caused more problems since like the more people there are in the group, the slower sometimes. But
True, true.
overall, the classes were I think a good size. Maybe some days a little bigger,
Yeah,
but
yeah. It's a trade. I mean, you were in the most advanced group. It's a trade-off, you know.
anyways, I didn't think any days were it was like way too many students. Like it was always manageable, I think.
You probably just noticed the difference of like one time or a few times when I was like really small that it went faster.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. No, I understand. I try. I keep it small. I agree with you. No, it's like a rule of life. The bigger, the slower, usually.
Mhm.
Like in general, it's
Yeah.
crazy how that plays out there too. All right, cool. If another student asks, like, what should they know about the program?
I definitely would tell them that if they're gonna invest in it, they have to actually put in the work and do the homework because if not, they're really not gonna see an improvement. And that's not really on you guys, it's on them.
Right.
So
It's like it's hard work.
yeah, but
How'd
it
you manage?
pays off. I mean, I try to stay on top of everything and I just like in school when I had study hall free time, I would just work through it so I didn't leave it all for homework like at my house. So I just try to get it done with as quickly as I could.
Did you split it up throughout the week?
Yeah, I always like divided in the schedule, and I always try to finish it. We had a week to finish it, and I always try to finish it like Monday instead of the day before the class, to give me like 2 days, at least one day, like to catch up, if anything.
I was trying to remember. I'm like, why don't I mean, I was having trouble remembering your dad's name, and I'm like, I wonder, that must mean that you always did your homework. Because I never had to call him or anything, did I? Darwin, do you remember me having to text you? Or sometimes I did.
No, que si te escribieron.
Many times.
No, es que no hace tarea.
Oh, no, never. No, I don't remember.
Talking about the group chat, that there were many messages, but no, to him, I don't think so.
I receive a lot of messages by WhatsApp, but never receive a message because she didn't the homework.
Well, I mean, so and by the way, you can say this in English, Spanish, whatever you want is more comfortable. How would you describe it to another parent, the course? What should they know?
Yo mido todo por resultados y los resultados ya están a la vista. Creo que era 610 a 780. O sea, creo que 780 es casi perfecto.
Yeah.
El máximo es 800, ¿no? Entonces, es lo que es, o sea, es muy bueno. Si el estudiante se aplica y se dedica al programa, o sea, porque sí va a subir.
That's basically what you said. Tell us, so what was the result that we helped you get and the total improvement?
I was able to improve to a 780, which from my PSAT was 210 improvement, and then from my first SAT with no tutoring, I was 170.
That's awesome, bro. I mean, to be honest though, at the end of the day, you said it, you did the work. So, you know, I gotta say congrats to you.
Thank you.
And thank you for being such a great student, because not everyone is, you know? I mean, most of the kids in our program go up, but not everyone goes up 170. You know? So that's awesome. You know, one other thing I didn't ask, like, so let's now look at like on the good side of things, right? Like the top 2 things that you think helped you the most from the program.
I think the practice exams really helped, especially with just feeling comfortable. Like I really wasn't nervous when I went to take the actual SAT, and it made me feel more prepared. And I think the attention, like even though sometimes it's like, again, like they're texting me more homework, and at the moment it might feel like a lot of work because we have school at the same time, it really does make the change. And the attention that we receive helps us to put in the work, because if you just told us, oh, here's your homework, and you guys didn't really care about it, we wouldn't put in as much work.
So it's hard work, but I guess
pays off.
It pays off.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right, cool. I mean, so I guess what has these results meant for you or like enabled you to do?
I was able to get the 100% by futures, and I mean, my whole like score was much higher than I thought it would be. For by futures, I just needed a 1340, I'm pretty sure, and I ended up with like a 1450, which was incredible.
Nice. So, I mean, even like university wise, like now what are you thinking?
Yeah, now I feel like I can do much better than just stay somewhere, you know.
You have more options.
Yeah, exactly, more options.
What's your top one?
I actually don't know.
All right.
Right now I'm having that dilemma because like I want to stay home, but I know like the best are out there, so I would have to leave. So I really don't know.
I mean, if you stay home, at least you'll get a lot of scholarship.
Yeah, exactly. I also don't want to waste the bright futures, but I'd still not staying home because the top in Florida are like Tallahassee and UF, which is
right. It's still away, but I guess it's a drive away. So
yeah,
it's a little different than a flight away. But all right. Well, I mean, you got a lot to think about. Good problem to have.
Yeah.
Great problem to have. All right, cool. Appreciate you guys coming on, and good luck with everything. Let me know when you get into your schools.
Yeah, I will.
Don't forget. And have a good night. Ciao, señor.
Thank you.